Hey, it's the fucking Smark City podcast for TLC. Holy shit, that was fun. Hi, I'm Alex. Drew is not here tonight, which is kind of a shame, but he's studying for shit. So I've got
Also kind of a relief.
Yeah. I mean, that is a relief for sure. And I have Chris with me today instead.
What's up, people? How's it going, man?
It's going good. There was something you wanted to talk about. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, we got to start with AJ's butthole. Without making a joke of it, his butthole literally got bigger as the match went.
It did. It really did. It just got bigger and bigger. It was like fist sized by the end. That's not too good.
Yeah, and thankfully he was wearing underwear. You could actually see it at one point.
Yeah, well, luckily, I saw some. I like he had black underwear on, but it was like. That was like the tiniest underwear in the history of ever.
And if it got snagged on something, that could have been so bad.
Oh yeah, at first I was like, "Do you not wear anything under those tights?" Like, what the fuck, dude?
I thought they were skin tone.
Yeah, I thought it was either that or something because I was like, "There's no way he's just chilling with nothing on underneath." That would seem weird.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, but yeah, it was.
Well, it's kind of a beautiful tie-in because it ended with somebody who was an ass crashing through two tables. Like, has Dean been a worse friend to anybody?
No, he's been awful. And finally Ellsworth turned on him for it because AJ basically told him straight up, like, dude, you are the worst. He's treating you awfully, Ellsworth. And then the nice thing about AJ is he didn't lie to Ellsworth. He was just like, look, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. You keep costing me fucking matches. I mean, at least he's honest, right?
Yeah, and he's supposed to be the bad guy. Meanwhile, Dean's lying and using Ellsworth like this. Come on.
Yeah, he made so many jokes at Ellsworth's expense. TX Goldie asked me how I predicted this. I predicted it last week if you weren't listening, Chris. I don't know. I just felt like it was coming. I don't feel like you can do much with Ellsworth as a babyface. Like, he's not going to win matches. I felt like, he'll probably turn heel. And the way Dean was treating him, like, it just made sense.
It makes perfect sense for him to do it here, too. Because doesn't he have that title shot against AJ still?
Yeah, exactly.
That's part of the contract.
Exactly.
So doesn't he also want to beat AJ straight up without being there?
Yeah, well, also, Ellsworth said it on SmackDown last week where he Dean asked him who he was rooting for, and he goes, well, I've beaten AJ 3 times. And it was like, there's your hint. There's your sign. And, that was cool. First off, by the way, because, we talked about the funny stuff with, like, AJ ripping his pants and stuff. AJ Styles is the most amazing fucking professional wrestler in the world. This dude's breaking out moves no one else can do. No one else can do one of them. He's doing, like, 4 things that just are they're just incredible. Like, how do you do a springboard 450 to the outside and land it perfectly? How do you do that?
Not a clue.
It's just awe-inspiring. And the nice thing, too, is that Dean hit that ladder spot on the table. That was crazy. This was a match that, like, the pacing of it was better. And we had some bad, I wouldn't say bad matches, but they were poorly paced. Like the Corbin-Kalisto match, I think you weren't there for that, but it was slow. They had some really cool spots, but it was just slow. And I think the Becky Lynch-Alexa Bliss match was similar. And the Styles-Ambrose match was not. They were just killing each other, and they escalated all the way through. So that was great. And then they got to the Ellsworth thing, which was amazing.
I was pumped to see they started getting the fans back into it because they had completely checked out about 5 minutes in.
Yeah, and I mean, I said it on Twitter, fuck Dallas for just being shitty, but, like, that could be any city, so I'm not necessarily fuck Dallas specifically, but, like, it's...
Yeah, but they got the fans back into it just in time. Whereas I went ahead and took a nap during Baron Corbin and Kalisto.
Yeah. It was a pretty decent match. Kalisto did a bunch of really cool shit, and then Corbin was just trying to avoid him for most of the match, and then finally he bashes him over the head with a steel chair, and there we go. And then Corbin ended days on the chair. Yeah. So that was a good. It was a good match. It wasn't great. It was a little slow paced. It wouldn't. I'm sure not everyone would like that match, and I'm sure not everyone would like the Bliss Becky match too.
The Bliss
But
Becky match felt really, really slow and boring on purpose because
yeah,
that ending was so sudden. And
yeah, I think
it was all
there's
about
something to
how
that.
she can figure out how to hang with Becky until she had her opportunity.
Yeah,
Because you saw her sit there and struggling trying to put that table in position the whole time. And then just right there, all of a sudden, there's the table perfectly set up for her.
yeah, and I just don't think most people are cool with that kind of subtlety. You know, I don't think most people have the patience for it, even though I like it. Um, I think the big thing too is just the table stipulation. Something about like, okay, you're avoiding going through a table, right? It creates this just avoiding spots kind of nature to the match. And I think that would work better in a smaller venue, but when you're in front of, 10, 15,000 people, I don't think the nuance and the subtlety of that gets across as well because a lot of people are sitting farther away and stuff. Um, so I don't know what I'm trying to get at with that. I just think that maybe they need to rethink how they do tables matches in the future. But I thought they were fine. I thought they did great with what they had.
Yeah, I thought the
Um,
match was fine too, but I was concerned about neither of the girls being heavy enough to go through a table.
yeah, I think you just have to directly fall down on top of the middle. You can't like throw diagonally into it. It won't break that way.
We
But
might be a bit jaded from the Hell in the Cell match with Sasha and Charlotte and how that table did break.
yeah, that sucked because it was a good match until just the shitty ending. But yeah, so Corbin and then we're good. Corbin wins. I think that was the right decision. I think I predicted that on our last show too. But basically, it was just. I don't know, man. I don't think Kalisto should win a chair match against Baron Corbin. It just doesn't
Absolutely.
seem right. Um,
Yeah,
so I
Baron
think that was
Corbin's a
good.
big bully dude.
Yeah, I'm really glad they put Alexa Bliss over too because she's been really good lately, and I feel like one of the biggest problems with SmackDown is just their depth. So when you have a chance to put somebody over, you need to, and I think
Yes.
that was the smart decision too. Um, fucking A, man, the Wyatts won belts. Holy shit, for the first time ever. That was awesome. What'd you think of that match?
I thought the ending was spectacular. It was a nice, beautiful sequence. Bray Wyatt does his scary spider thing, and then Randy grabs that RKO out of nowhere. And then,
Yeah.
and then the interesting part is how he was treating Luke Harper afterwards, making
Oh
him
man.
carry his belt too.
Yeah, what I thought was really poetic about it all is that what they showed you during this match was how good the Wyatts can be if they're all on the same page. It was like watching the Golden State Warriors on offense, where it's just like, what the fuck do you even do? Bray Wyatt's doing the crab walk, and you're so distracted by that. Orton's hitting RKO on you. It's over. Like they're overwhelming when they're together. And when Harper took the spear or the gore from Rhino for Randy Orton, that really kind of told you where this match was going. But what was so great, and this is what made Bray Wyatt so cool when he first came up, right? He was this outcast, this really kind of creepy character, but he was mainly an outcast. He was rejecting societal norms, and he was trying to shine a light and say, like, do you see how stupid all this shit is? And to be able to do that, to be able to be a cult leader, you have to treat your followers with like kindness and respect and dignity. And that's what he did with Harper right after the match, right? Like as soon as he wins the title, he holds it up once. He turns to Harper and says, "Here you go. This is yours too." That was the thing that's been missing from Bray for so long. And I'm really glad they got that back. So, yeah, that's good.
But then
Uh,
on Randy's end, it felt more like he was treating Harper as a lesser by putting the belt on him and making him carry it.
yeah, I agree. And I think that's the difference. And that's the nuance with the Wyatt family right now is that Orton's really not loyal like Bray and Harper are. And Bray did it out of an act of love of like, this is your accomplishment too, Luke. And Orton's like, carry my belt. I've had like 27 of these in my career. I don't need a whole another belt. And there's a difference there. And that is what will break them up eventually, but it's also what makes them really, really good is when they're on the same page, when they can be on the same page. So Yeah, I'm really cool with that. I hope this is my hope. I don't know if it'll happen, but I really hope it does. They spend the next month or so still working on the dissension and like getting the Wyatt family together for real, right? And what I would do is they finally get it all together. They hold those 2 tag belts Freebird style, and they hold them all the way to WrestleMania. And at WrestleMania, Bray Wyatt fights AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Just
Chance
a little
for
bit
Wyatts.
of fantasy booking on your hand.
Yeah, because I can't help it, man. I want to see the Wyatts take over, and that would be really cool. And what would be great is, okay, Styles finally gets, taken down a peg by the Wyatts. Well, what's he going to do? The summer's coming. Guess what happens in the summer? The draft. What is he going to need to beat the Wyatt family? He's going to need Bullet Club. He can make it happen. So, I just think that'd be really cool.
And the club never should have been separated from AJ. That's stupid.
No, they described it as by saying like they needed it to establish themselves. First off, you could have done it. You could have separated them from AJ if you were going to actually fucking do anything with them, but they're not doing anything with them. They're just having them lose to the New Day over and over, and everyone's already tired of the New Day. So, like who cares? I cannot believe I don't care about Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. It's awful. And it tells you why the Young Bucks re-signed with fucking Ring of Honor and New Japan.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of another thing that was just not good in that same sense, Carmella and Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
Like that didn't feel like a feud at all. What the hell was that?
Well, that's the thing is I think that it was this really, really cool feud going into tonight. The shit Carmella said to Nikki Bella and to John Cena was fantastic. But I think we have to, if we're going to evaluate this match, we have to remember it's Nikki Bella who has been, for the past 5 years or so, probably the top women's wrestler on the roster, like overall for the span of 5 years, facing Carmella, who just got called up from NXT. Nikki Bella was always going to win this feud. And I think really this was not that bad of a way to do it. I feel more invested in both of their characters. I don't necessarily think the match was good, but I feel like I'm more invested in both of them despite that. So I think it was successful, but it could have been better.
See, I didn't get anything out of it because it didn't feel like a feud ender at all. It didn't feel like it had any importance other than for Carmella to point the finger at Natty, which undermines the feud that they were just in.
Yeah, but I think the fact that Carmella was able to go in, get some really big insults and stuff on Nikki, to get some wins over Nikki, that helps her. And now she's just setting up Nikki's bigger, more impactful feud. Because you got to know that Natalya and Nikki are probably fighting for number 1 contendership. So I think that's smart. And I don't know.
That's also Alexa Bliss's biggest problem. She's super tiny, which is going to be really weird no matter who she goes up against next.
Yeah, I feel like not Nikki, but what I feel like Alexa Bliss needs, she needs a heavy. She needs somebody she needs like a male valet or something who's like tripping her opponents and stuff and like causing havoc. Alexa Bliss needs to get with Fandango and Tyler Breeze.
I was just going to say that.
That's what they need to do. I want it so badly. Oh, that'd be
perfect.
You either need to put Alexa Bliss with them or you need to put Eva Marie with them. One of the two, in my opinion.
I mean, speaking of Eva, management yet again holding poor Eva Marie down.
Poor Eva. I think she's actually doing a movie at the moment. Another movie.
Yeah, they're trying to keep her out of the SmackDown title scene.
Yeah, that's not fair. They know she'd win it in a heartbeat if she actually got a fair opportunity at the SmackDown Women's Championship. I don't know why they do that. That's not fair. Hashtag prayers for Eva, as always.
For Eva.
Ladies and gents, it's a real cause. I mean, you could probably go donate to her. Like, go talk to her on Twitter and just be like, hey, we're here for you. We're here. Prayers for you. Here to support you. And I'm sure she would really, really appreciate that. Man, getting stuck in traffic and shit. Fuck, man. Even
rough life.
Yeah. Prayers for Eva. Well, what else is left? I think we've kind of hit everything, really.
There was the
the Intercontinental Championship
match Well, the pre-show 10-man tag match, which I want to bring up, just because Kurt Hawkins is fucking god-awful.
Kurt Hawkins! My name is Kurt Hawkins. Hello, Houston, even though you're Dallas.
Face the fact your gimmick is dead and you're not going to get over
it. Just die and fire. Okay. You don't even deserve fire. It's not even like that. That's too quick. Drown. Do something else. Just go away.
Him and Mojo Rawley are just awful.
Dude, if you want the most annoying heel stable of all time, Kurt Hawkins, Zack Ryder, Mojo Rawley.
And they're managed by David Otunga.
Oh, my God. No.
Like, David Otunga was probably the worst part of the show tonight.
He was not good. When he chuckled at his own joke during the AJ Styles Dean Ambrose match, I just was like, I want to shoot you in the face. Oh, my God. He thought he was so clever. Oh, my God.
Every time JBL yells at him, it's in shoot.
Yeah, no, I really do think so. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so now that we've dealt with the garbage, where did you stand on the IC title match?
That's what I was getting to. I thought it was excellent. I thought they did very, very well. I think it was probably the second or third best match on the card, and the right result as well. So,
yes, I wish they would have done this a little bit back instead of Dolph putting up his career and then just flipping the belt back and forth again.
Yeah, but I feel like I needed the career match to get me invested in their story again. So I don't think it's bad. I don't know. It just feels like once again Ziggler has had what was supposed to be his moment, and then he didn't follow through again. And I feel like it's time for Ziggler to turn heel. You know, because this was like, if I don't win, this is my career. I'm quitting. I'm done. And then he wins, and that's supposed to be like the feel good moment where you take that into a very successful year of wrestling and all that shit. That didn't happen, and he's had moments like that before. So it's time to jump to something new, dude. Like, you gotta go heel or you gotta change something. So, and I'm glad that Miz, just obliterated him on the mic too, because that forces that change, which is good. And it feels like to me, I think Miz is holding that belt till WrestleMania, man.
Do he and Daniel Bryan wrestle?
Either he and Daniel Bryan wrestle. Man, you got some loud stuff going on. But either he and Daniel Bryan wrestle, or Daniel has to get somebody to represent him. And I think we both know who that would probably be.
Brie.
What? Brie, no. Damn it. No. Nakamura.
That would be awesome.
Fucking Christ.
Or Brie would be better.
That'd be bad.
Brie mode! Straight into the skull crushing finale. That would be awesome.
Oh my. Oh, I want it so bad. No, he needs to hit her. He needs to hit her with Daniel's finisher. Like the knee to the face.
That would be perfect.
Oh, man. Put cattle mutilation on her. Shoot for his old Indies days.
Yeah, I love the fact he's working in Daniel Bryan's moves.
Yeah, it's great. The Miz is... I hate him so much. I will never cheer for him, but he's so good.
He's the best heel in the WWE right now, because you hate him
I think so. I think so. The only others that I can think of that are really good are Bliss and like the Revival on NXT.
Yeah.
Those are the real heels.
Yeah. Like Kevin Owens is not a great heel because he makes you laugh along with him.
Well, yeah, Kevin Owens is a great bad guy. He's a great bad guy, but he's not a heel. There's a difference, I feel. Like a good bad guy is like cartoony, and they don't feel like they feel like Scooby-Doo villains, right?
Right.
Where it's just like, oh, you silly thing, ha ha. Where Miz and Bliss and the Revival and people of that caliber, it's like, oh my God, I hate you. Go fucking kill yourself. And that's good. You want that. So
that's how you're supposed to feel about heels.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why I feel like, and I know they won't, like WWE won't do this because they don't have the balls to do this. But I would give my heels like you have free reign to say very like, now maybe not overtly, but like implying sexism, racism, homophobic things. Like do things that are contemptible. And then like if anyone's actually complains about it, we say, "Hey guys, this is social commentary. That's what wrestling is. This is like you for once use the fake moniker to your advantage because it's going to give you a chance to do some really kind of extreme things that other forms of entertainment can't explore." So
Very
I would
true.
I would have that, but I know they're not going to do that because PG and publicly owned company and all that shit. Yeah, man. So what did you think of the show overall? Did you think this was one of the better shows of the year?
It's hard to put a rank on it at the moment. Um, it's definitely one of the better ones, but there's so much pay-per-views now. Like, I
Yeah.
just feel like I'm being overwhelmed with content.
Well, I feel like all the results were correct.
Yeah, no
So I think
complaints
that's a
there.
really big plus. I feel like most of the wrestling was very good. Um, there were some iffy ones, but I feel like the Ambrose Styles match was so bonkers that it kind of says, no, this was a really good show. Like this was a really good one. I don't know if it's like top 2 or 3, but it was a really good one. So
I'll give it a B plus.
yeah, B plus A minus. That's what I'm thinking too. Somewhere in there. So what are you looking forward to on SmackDown this week? I don't know if you're gonna be able to catch it live or anything, but what are you looking forward to going forward?
Okay, The Miz just running down everybody now that he finally is done with Dolph.
Yep.
Um, Obviously, Dean and Ellsworth confronting each other.
Yep, that's gonna be great.
And then how many different songs Natty can quote
Oh my god.
up to WrestleMania.
You know what the best thing about that was? Her doing that is so great. The best time was when she started quoting shit and Alexa Bliss is there. She just threw her hands up and goes, I can't fucking deal with this. Oh, I can't remember which episode that was, but it made me laugh so hard and it's making me laugh just even thinking about it. Alexa Bliss is a gem, man. She's really good. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Jesus Christ. Um,
What?
That's a loud noise. I don't know what that was. There it goes again. Yeah,
I think you're hearing
I'm thinking.
things.
No, I'm not hearing things. I think you'll hear it on the replay. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to the Miz stuff. I want to see what Daniel's response is to that, and I think that's going to be really fun to see. I'm really looking forward to the Ellsworth thing. I hope they're not going straight to Ellsworth just being like, I want my title match. Like, I don't want that to be the response. I want it to be like
About
AJ
him
comes
and
out
Dean.
and like AJ's trying to pull him and say like, hey, I told you. Thank you for having common sense, dude. Like this dude's been taking advantage of you. Now you and I can have a straight one-on-one match, and it's you versus me. And he kind of butters Ellsworth up, one-on-one, fair play. No weapons, nothing like that. It's just going to be just about the wrestling. Good luck to you, all that shit. And AJ's got a shit in green. That was a bad Kevin Owens-esque flub of words there. And then he's got a shit-eating grin, I meant to say, looking over his shoulder at Ambrose or whatever. What's next for Styles, really? Is it just more Ambrose?
Uh, ugh. I have no clue. He's been wrapped up with Dean and Ellsworth for so long. They haven't really built anybody else up.
Yeah.
Unless Taker shows up in a week or so.
Do you think that would really happen? Do you think they'd have an Undertaker Styles right now? Oh
Hard to
shit!
say.
If they put the title on Taker, I'm gonna be really pissed.
Give him his goodbye tour.
Yeah, but no. Like I've heard this is like a rumored thing they want or they're potentially looking at doing is AJ loses the belt to Undertaker, Taker wins a rematch or whatever, and then they go on to Taker having the belt at WrestleMania, defending against Cena. Cena wins at Flair to record break or whatever bullshit. But then it kind of ruins what Styles has been doing. And Styles has been so good. Like, I don't think you can take the belt off him right now. He's been so good.
Yeah, I don't know what you do.
I don't know. Dude, Bray Wyatt tweeted out, hey, you want to see something really scary? It's him and Orton and Harper standing backstage looking like they're going to drop a fucking rap album. Harper's holding both belts. Here, let me send it to you. I love it. It's great. But yeah, you want to see something really scary? That is scary, Bray. That's amazing. That's what I've wanted to see for like 3 years now, dude. Ah, man. I'm really glad he won. That was a good kickoff of the show. I'm glad
I think it's weird he would care about winning at all at this point, but they're going to treat him like a real person and not some loser who gets jobbed out all the time now, hopefully.
Yeah, well, I think
he's lost way too many big matches.
Yeah, I think for him, it's not about winning titles. It's about validating. He's trying to validate the faith others have in him, like Luke Harper.
They look like they're straight out of Sister Abigail's little talk.
Yeah, like that would be that'd have to be the name of the fucking album, Sister Abigail.
Straight out of Sister Abigail.
Yeah, straight out. Oh my god, I need a straight out of Sister Abigail shirt now. And what's funny about it is that like Harper and Wyatt look all creepy, and Orton's just like, "Yeah, what's up, man? Can I leave now?"
I'm here. I'm really close to home. I need to get going.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of time, yeah, it's time to be going, isn't it? Well, I think SmackDown delivered again. They've been good lately, and I'm glad they had a good show tonight. Like I said, I think the decisions are really the important thing. They did the right thing for the characters they have right now, because that's the big problem SmackDown has moving forward is just depth, and they needed they need their big guys like Wyatt to really deliver, and like Styles did and Ambrose did tonight. But they also need to build up any kind of new stars when they're starting to get some headway. So again, the Alexa Bliss thing, happy about that too.
So who's been winning the brand split so far?
Fucking SmackDown. Come on.
Hey, man. Just wanted to make sure because
Christ. Well, here's the thing. Raw's
the pay-per-views.
Yeah, Raw's ratings are down. SmackDown's are way up. I think last week Raw beat them by like 200,000, which is not a lot. It's supposed to be about 1 million. Close. The gap's supposed to be like 1 million, not 200,000. So, yeah. And now we get to kind of look forward to the Royal Rumble, don't we? Is that the next pay-per-view, or do we have like another Raw one before that?
Roadblock.
Fuck, I'm not watching that shit. Yeah, I am. God damn it.
I'm probably not. It just sounds terrible already.
Yeah, like, could you come up with a better name first? If you want me to watch Raw, can you at least have it be called something that's not Roadblock?
Yes. Because everybody's getting to it because there's more pay-per-views after it. So it's not blocking anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I kind of am out of shit to say. What about you?
I think we need to play our song on the way out.
Get it loaded.
Yes.
I'll plug our bullshit.
How often have I requested that we actually play this?
A lot. For anyone who doesn't know, because they won't know, the Smark City guys, we have a fun little song that we like to play at each other whenever we're bored or something. And if you don't know Ninja Sex Party, you're fucking wrong anyway. So he'll play that for a second. Thanks for hanging out with us on the podcast so far. You can reach us at the Smark City on Twitter. We'd love to talk to you, hang out there. You can reach our shit on our website at www.thesmarkcity.com. We're working on content there. We're not trying to be newsy. We're trying to be more featurey and provoke conversations about wrestling and shit. So if you have any kind of ideas for content you'd like to see from us, let us know. We'll see if we can get it done in the future. You got your fucking song ready for us?
What do you think?
Probably. I don't know how much I can play. I don't know if it's copywritten. So
Well, they just got to listen to it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I hope it's loud enough for them.
I don't hear shit yet.
Oh well.
Oh well. It's
Check us out. If they can't hear it, oh well.
If you can't hear it, oh well. Yeah, here's a list of things that Brian likes to suck. Thank you, Goalie. That's exactly the song. Yeah, if you don't know this, because we can't get it to play right now. I think it's "If We Were Gay" by Ninja Sex Party. You can find it on Twitter, or not Twitter, YouTube. It's fucking amazing. Listen to that song; it's great. So, yeah, I think that's the show for us. Yeah, again, thanks for hanging out. Anything else you guys say, man?
Later, Tweers.
Later, Tweers.
Oh, it's magic. If we were super gay, super gay.
God damn it.